A quiet morning at a trendy cafe in downtown Los Angeles quickly turned into a scene no one there would ever forget. It was a crisp, sunny day, and the cafe, known for its artisan coffee and minimalist design, was buzzing with early risers. Among the patrons was an unassuming man in a faded hoodie and jeans, sitting in a corner booth, absorbed in his phone. Few would recognize this man as Elon Musk, the world-renowned billionaire behind Tesla, SpaceX, and several other groundbreaking ventures. He had taken to dressing down and blending in when he needed a break from the constant attention. Today was one of those days, and he was simply enjoying a cappuccino while jotting down notes on his phone. To most people in the cafe, he looked like just another regular guy. The cafe staff, however, didn't share the same oblivion. One of the baristas, a young man named Ryan, had spotted Elon as he walked in. Ryan nudged his coworker, Lisa, with a smirk. "Check it out," Ryan whispered, gesturing toward Elon. "That guy thinks he's trying to be Elon Musk. Look at him, he's probably here to use the free Wi-Fi and pretend he's important." Lisa laughed, rolling her eyes. "Yeah, right. If he were Elon Musk, why would he be sitting here in a place like this? He'd probably have his assistant bring him coffee in a private jet." The two continued their quiet snickering, unaware that Elon could overhear their comments. While he remained focused on his phone, he couldn't help but feel a slight sting from their words. It wasn't the first time someone had underestimated him based on his appearance, but it always struck a nerve. As the minutes passed, the barista's jokes became bolder. Ryan leaned against the counter, loudly whispering to another coworker, "Hey, maybe I should offer him a job as a dishwasher. He looks like he could use it." This time, Elon looked up. He gave Ryan a calm, measured glance, then returned to his phone. He wasn't here to prove anything to anyone. However, the exchange didn't go unnoticed by a young woman sitting a few tables away. She had recognized Elon immediately and was watching the situation unfold with growing discomfort. The woman, whose name was Clara, decided to intervene. She walked up to the counter and ordered another lot, making a point to address the baristas. "You know," she said casually, "that guy in the corner? He's Elon Musk." Ryan chuckled, shaking his head. "Sure he is. And I'm Jeff Bezos." "No, seriously," Clara insisted. "I follow him on Twitter." "That's him." Lisa folded her arms, smirking. "If that's Elon Musk, why would he be sitting in a random cafe? Shouldn't he be in some high-tech lab or flying to Mars or something?" Clara opened her mouth to respond, but Elon suddenly stood up. His chair scraped against the floor as he walked up to the counter, holding his empty coffee cup. The room seemed to fall silent as he approached, his casual demeanor making the baristas shift uncomfortably. "Excuse me," Elon said, his voice calm but firm. "I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. It's interesting to me how quickly people judge based on appearances." Ryan looked like he wanted to melt into the floor. Lisa avoided Elon's gaze, suddenly finding the cash register very interesting. Elon set his cup on the counter. "I'll take another cappuccino, please," he said, sliding a $50 bill across the counter. "Keep the change." Lisa stammered a quick, "Thank you," and set about making the coffee. The cafe was still quiet, all eyes on Elon as he stood there, unfazed by the awkward atmosphere. When Lisa handed him the coffee, Elon took a sip, nodded approvingly, and turned back toward his table. But instead of sitting down, he paused and addressed the entire room. "Let me tell you all a little story," Elon began, his voice carrying a hint of humor. "When I first started working on Tesla, people laughed at me. They said, 'Electric cars? That'll never work.' When I talked about going to Mars, they said, 'Why would anyone want to do that?' And now, here I am, standing in a cafe, and people are still laughing at me." As Elon returned to his seat, Clara approached him, a notebook in hand. "Mr. Musk," she said hesitantly, "I don't want to bother you, but I'm a huge fan of your work. Could I ask you a few questions?" Elon smiled. "Of course. Have a seat." Clara joined him, and the two began discussing everything from renewable energy to space exploration. The baristas watched from behind the counter, their earlier embarrassment turning into genuine admiration as they listened to Elon's insights. After about 30 minutes, Elon stood up to leave. He shook Clara's hand and turned to address the baristas once more. "Thank you for the coffee," he said, sliding another $50 bill onto the counter. "And remember, don't judge a book by its cover. You never know who might walk through your doors." With that, he walked out, leaving the cafe buzzing with energy. Ryan and Lisa, now thoroughly humbled, resolved to treat every customer with respect from that day forward. The story didn't end there. The cafe's owners, inspired by the incident, decided to rename one of their signature drinks after Elon Musk. They called it the Visionary, a bold, energizing blend that quickly became their bestseller. As for Clara, her brief conversation with Elon led to an internship at SpaceX, where she eventually became a leading engineer on one of their Mars missions. And the cafe? It became a hotspot for entrepreneurs and dreamers, a place where the staff welcomed everyone with open minds and open hearts. In the end, Elon Musk's visit to the cafe was more than just a simple coffee run. It was a reminder that greatness often comes in unexpected packages, and that even the smallest actions can leave a lasting impact.